Okay then, it is Thursday and 8:30. Welcome back to this week's Thursday Night Golf Show with myself, the average golfer. I'm going to start off as ever with a look back on world golfing news, and maybe I'll just chill a bit because I'm a little bit in your face there, so I like to just relax a little bit when I'm reading these things out. Busy all week, quite interesting really in terms of, well, I thought it was, in terms of weekends world golf. Over in America on the PGA Tour, there was a significant winner and loser really. First of all, RBC Heritage held in Harbour Town Links. That was the competition. It was won in the end by a guy called Wesley Brian. Now Wesley Brian at one stage was a fellow YouTuber like myself. A bit more skilled in the playing department, because what he used to do was it was all about trick shots. And he had a very successful YouTube channel, him and his brother. He's took that talent onto the is it the web.com tour, when I think he won 4 times in 2016. He was player of the year on that tour, and he's transferred that kind of success into the main PGA Tour, resulting in what was his first win at the weekend. So fantastic news for him. On the flip side of that, but mind you, just on Wes Brian, first of all, I've seen over the years, I don't know about yourselves, but you see these trick shot players, and it always does beg the question how they can't make it at a higher level in terms of a playing career, because a lot of them, I mean, I've seen people play left-handed, right-handed, better than some, hitting the ball better than some pros I've seen in their playing in a standard setup. It's incredible to watch some of them, and clearly Wesley Brian has proved that point where he's got the skill set and an all-round game to take it onto the tour. Well done to him anyway. Hard luck story really, and yet again he's probably sick of hearing it. 5 times runner-up at the same event, and that was Luke Donald. That is pretty hard to stomach, I would think. Like I said, the same event, 5 times runner-up, but he clearly likes Harbour Town Links Golf Club. But the loser in terms of potentially more than just the weekend's golf is again the UK's Ian Poulter. Now Ian's had a successful career on a PGA Tour for quite a number of years now, but it's really under threat for the first time in terms of his playing rights and his card on a PGA Tour. He went into the final day at Harbour Town Links really needing to win to secure his card. That would have been him done and dusted, but he pretty much fell away. Never seen him putt so badly. Such a strong putter, and he really struggled on the final day from what I've seen. It now means that he goes into the final PGA event this weekend, and he needs to earn $30,000. The suggestion is that's about a top 30 finish for him to make sure he retains his card. So a lot on the line for Poulter this weekend. He sort of said he's starting to get a little bit hot under the collar, but he's been in those pressure situations in the Ryder Cup and comes out on top. So let's hope he can at this PGA event next week. Good luck, Ian. Over back into Europe on a European tour, a name that hadn't appeared since 2010. I think he was a 3-time winner previously, but Eduardo Molinari. He won in Morocco, and like I said, that was after what is sort of 6-7 years since he last won an event. He picked Paul Dunne of Northern Ireland, and what an amazing finish Molinari came up with. He was 2 holes to play, 2 or 3 shots off the lead, and he went birdie and eagle the last to get himself into what was a playoff, and Paul Dunne made a bit of a hash of the playoff hole, and it was an easy win in the end for Molinari. But yeah, he was back, featured him in one of the first Thursday Night Golf shows we did. He was back at European Tour qualifying school not so long back to qualify for this year. So again, qualifies for the Tour again and then goes on to win a European event. So bit of relief there for Eduardo. Now then, sticking on to the well, the European Tour, to do with the European Ryder Cup team. One sort of stalwart of the team for many years, he's not been in it for a few years now, but Padraig Harrington. Yes, qualified and played in a lot of the teams. He's always had sort of an involvement in the sort of vice captaincy from what I recall, and perhaps he'd be someone that you'd think was a potential, let's say, for a future captain of the Ryder Cup team. And there are suggestions with his comments after Sergio's win last week at the Masters. He's maybe not doing himself any favours in terms of securing that position in the future and doing more harm than good. They've always had a bit of needle, him and Sergio, since 2007-2008, and it largely centres around Padraig thinks that Sergio was a bit of a bad loser, and in those 2 events that he lost, he gave him, in his words, ample opportunity to sort of, he was nice to him about the sort of gracious whilst he won, and tried to sort of console Sergio, and it was sort of spat back in his face kind of thing. And I don't think Padraig is ever forgiven for that, but then he's brought it back up again in an interview with an Irish radio station last week. And like I said, it's probably not the best way to go around securing your future Ryder Cup captain's role, but anyway, we'll wait and see how that affects him or not. Now then, back into testing. Not a lot going on in terms of golf clubs in the last week or so, but what are we now? So I'm filming this, well, we're Thursday night. I'm filming this on Tuesday afternoon, but on Sunday I played, 11-12 holes of golf, and for the first time I wore a set of waterproofs this year. And it was the new, and I found the name since I did the little video review that I did on Sunday, is the Galvin Green Argon jacket, which features this scenic layer. I played in them Sunday. I was so overly impressed with them that I saw fit to do a bit of an impromptu vlog video review of them. So here's a clip from what I had to say on Sunday morning. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one a few weeks back. Decided to make a bit of an investment, and right now it's the best money I've ever spent in terms of waterproofs, and I say that because of these reasons. So as you can see from that, really impressed by this Galvin Green Argon range, and the only thing I suppose I'd say I wasn't impressed with the price, but in this instance I certainly feel that it got very much a thumbs up. But if you want to watch the full video and a bit more detail about what I had to say about that jacket, then full link will be down below. Now then, second time that we got out last week, and we only put 2 videos out last week, and the second one was a course vlog, and it was with another YouTube channel, which is something new to us. And I met up with Liam from Golf Vlogs UK, and decided to have a bit of an impromptu match, and here's what happened.
If he thinks I'm playing around a game of golf with him again. Are you kidding me? What an absolute imbecile he were. If he thinks I've got 18 holes with him again. Jesus tonight, chicken and rice.
Right, back to me on a personal level now. And I mentioned in last week's video, I tomorrow morning set off for Edinburgh. I'm going to have a 3-4 day break, but as part of that, on Sunday and Monday of next week, I play in the Links Golf Salver up at Archerfield. We've already mentioned that, but I just thought I'd give a bit of a shout out to the event in, well, the Links Golf Corp has now become many more things than what it was. It started off as a 4 or 5 day event in East Lothian, so don't forget, it's a competition run for amateurs, but run in a very professional way. Like I said, started off, I think it was 4 years ago. It was a 4 day event in East Lothian, and since then it's grown and spread across the country, and there's a number of events now that Links Golf Cup and Hybrid Golf, who run the events, have put on. So you can find events now in Southport, which takes in West Lancs Golf Club and Southport and Ainsdale. I think there might be something there with Hillside and Hesketh, I don't know, but have a look on their website anyway. I'll throw up that website now. It's going up in the Highlands, which is to do with again Brora Golf Club, Golspie and Royal Dornoch. Again, what you'll find with all these events is there are top golf courses that you play at, and the cost of entering the events is incredible. In a lot of instances you'll pay more to play one of these courses than you will to play in one of these events for two or three rounds, so it's incredibly good value. Everything's organised for you. It's just a case of he'll give you the tee time, you turn up and play, and it's in competitive nature, but obviously it's only an amateur event. So from what I've seen of them, and I'll experience a bit more this week and tell you a little bit more, all played in a great manner and all very friendly and a lot of fun, even though everybody wants to win. There's the event that I'm playing in this week, which is at Archerfield. That's over 2 days, and there's 2 courses at Archerfield. Obviously you play one on one day, one on another. Interestingly enough, I'm teeing off 10:30 day 1, 12:30 day 2. I'll be doing as much video as I can from the venues and letting you into a little bit of how the 2 days has gone and my whole experience up there, so keep an eye out for that video, which will be next week sometime. And then he also does an event over at Ayrshire, and I think the Ayrshire one is over 3 or 4 days. Once again, don't know the fine details of that one, but take a look at the link and have a look at his website if you're interested in entering into those events. And like I say, very, very well run, very professional, and to my mind, great value as well. Now then, sticking on the sort of travel theme, or a link to travel theme, we give away, and are working with Glencore Golf, we give away the La Manga trip on last week's show. We're going to be doing more of that during the summer months, but we're going to start a special feature probably next week, if not the week after, but I need some input from yourselves. So Glencore are going to be providing us with some very sort of valuable information with regards to travel, in terms of golf travel, that is. Best places to visit, best value, best courses in the area. That content will come from them, and I'll relay that, and we'll see if it gives you some great ideas about playing. Mainly, this is European destinations. But for me, if you're going to play anywhere in Europe over the next few months, or got any ideas of where you might fancy playing, stick us some questions if you'd like to know for next week's show or the show after that. Like I said, I'm not too sure which one it'll appear in just yet. But if you've got any questions yourself that you want to throw at Glencore via ourselves, related to those kind of European destinations, then by all means stick them in the comments down below, and next time round hopefully I'll come up with some answers in that segment of the show. Right, so week after next, so we've got what is it today? So Thursday today. A week tomorrow is the American Golf show at Event City in Manchester. Now, from what I understand, they've already done this in London. I think it was the XL Arena. That was back at the beginning of April. From what I read, and the publicity that the show got, was a tremendous success. We're going to be there on Friday. I think it's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be there on the Friday. So if I do see anybody, make sure you pop up and say hello. We'll be there with the camera and doing a bit of video from there as well. So that's a week tomorrow. Finally, I just want to go back to 2 fellow YouTubers, far more successful than we are, and probably don't need a shout out in any way, shape or form, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just want to pass comments about the Rick Shields and Peter Finch filmed a Monday night golf show. It's probably a week or 10 days ago now. They used to do something from the driving range that sort of went by the by. They reintroduced it as a platform last week. As far as I was aware, it wasn't on last night, so I don't know whether it was a sort of special feature. It almost looked as though it was done as a kind of a trailer to pitch at somebody. It was that well done, but I've got to congratulate them, because the quality of the content that they produced and the show that they put out there was unbelievable to watch. It's by far the best quality production, like golf related, that I've seen out on YouTube. It was really, really top notch. It was something that you'd really look to see on Sky Sports, and I've got to say, got to give them a thumbs up and say well done to them. Like I say, not that they need it from me, but like I said, I can appreciate everything they've done there. It's very, very good and very well done. And secondly, another one to keep an eye on, always promote Padraig Golf over in America. Looking forward to, he may produce this video in the next, since when I record this and Thursday night, he may put out a video relating to his experience at the Masters. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I've seen in the last couple of days, he's announced that he'll be putting out a more frequent video on a weekly basis. Is hard boiled, as he's going to call it. That comes out on a weekly feature. It'll be great to see Randy in a more frequent show, whatever you want to call it, making an appearance on a weekly basis on YouTube as well, because I always look forward to see what Randy's got to say about things. He's going to start reviewing products. It all seems maybe a little bit too serious for him, but I'm sure he will bring a funny side to it as well, and a fun side. Anyway, that's it. That's me done yet again for this week. As ever, if you're playing golf, then get over to tourpro.co.uk and leave some reviews. If you are playing golf, also have a good time, have fun. Next week, like I said, I'll be away on a Monday, Monday, Tuesday. It's going to be tight to get the Thursday night golf show filmed, but we will certainly do it. And look out, like I said, for the videos of how I get on at, in the Links Golf Salva up at Archerfield. So until then, as ever, thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon.